If you want to support the platform just in case anything like this happens again, you can do it by way of PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and also by the Anchor. And you can also further support the platform by way of going to the Teespring store or the shoe store that is located in the comment section below. In no way, shape, or form is this any type of hate. This is just a simple critique. Get your panties out of a bunch.
One of my coworkers told me that they were talking to some students in the hallway, and the students asked the other teacher if I'm a boy or a girl. And the teacher was like, does it matter? You know, she's cool. And they were like, no, I just can't figure it out. It's just so hard, I can't figure it out. It's just like, that's the goal. That's the goal.
So I'm just using the exact words that the individual stated, right? Let me just go back through here. Let me just, make sure I got this in front of me, right? So the person stated that one of their coworkers that they were talking to was talking to some students, and one of the students was asking another teacher, like, I don't know, what the teacher is it, is the teacher male or female? And the teacher replied, why does it matter? It should matter because you're dealing with kids that are inquisitive, kids that are going to ask questions, kids that want to know a definite answer. And for you to you're a teacher in a school, and for you to answer a student back, why does it matter? That's like literally a student being forced to answer a question like, yo, what is 2 plus 2? And then the teacher calls on the student, and the student was like, well, why does it matter what the answer is? That student would fail the class. So it's amazing to me that teachers can give a indecisive type of answer, an open type of thing, to a question that should, in a sense, be a this or that. But now you have people, as I stated to you guys before, now you got people that are playing directly into this game of trying to cause mass confusion. What did the person directly in the video state? That at the end of the day, the whole main goal is so that people can't differentiate one from the other from another. That's the whole point. That was clearly stated at the very end. So I'm not sitting up there making up anything. I'm not putting words into anybody else's mouth. You clearly heard the individual in the 30-second something odd clip that was played. The individual was giving, the fist of justice, was like, yes, that's the goal. That's the goal. Mass confusion to basically make sure that you can't tell the difference from one or another. That's craziness. That's complete insanity. That is craziness. That should not even be a thing, because that's not how anything out here in this universe works. Because if we're to look at the universe, right, we want to say that every sun is the same. Obviously not. I'm sorry, but not sun. I'm talking from a solar system standpoint. Are we going to say that every star is the same? Obviously not. You have some stars out here in other galaxies that literally encompass our whole solar system. I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't even understand what that means. That means that you have stars out here that are so vast in size that they literally go from one end of our solar system completely to the other end without any problems. Our whole solar system can fit directly within a star and not cause any type of a problem. You got some stars out here that are so massive in size that our Earth appears to be an atom when in comparison. It's already enough that if you were to put the Earth next to Jupiter, we could fit within the Great Red Spot without any type of problem. It would pretty much dismantle and eat our planet with no problem, without any hesitation. So before I went on that tangent, the whole main point is that we're not going to say that every single thing is equal to every single thing or is the same as every single thing. We're not going to say that every single squid is the same as other squids, right? We're not going to say that every other shark is the same as every other shark. We're not going to say that the every other bear is the exact same as. We're not about to do this. If we can literally tell the difference between one type of bear and another, one type of a hummingbird is not the same as an eagle. We don't have hummingbirds out here trying to fight for mass confusion. Yes, that's the goal. You're not going to be able to differentiate a hummingbird from an eagle. Yes, we're all predators. No, we're not. We're not. And it's insanity that this is what's being allowed, that this is what is in a sense taking place, and ain't nobody saying that because everybody's shook, everybody's scared, or whatever it is. Like that's baffling to me. That's baffling to me. Like I said, I'm not up for the whole thing of like, all right, it's completely fine to, you know, critique everybody, but then when it comes to you, nobody can critique you. That's craziness. That's lopsidedness. That's not equality. It's not equality. That's not an even, playing field. But like I said before, there's a lot of unevenness directly out here on this planet, and it is what it is. But when it specifically comes to people that want to make it uneven, that's when there's an issue. That's where there's an issue. And this is the issue here. You have people like this who are teachers, who are principals, who work in the schools, who make the curriculums. They're all fine and dandy. Again, they're all fine and dandy to come together to rah, rah, rah for each other, uplift each other, right? To push that narrative forward. But how many of them are sitting up there talking about making sure that these kids know that if you see somebody that is black, if you see somebody with a different skin color than you, that you need to treat them as an equal, that you need to treat them as a human being, that you need to treat them as a person. You need to treat them the same way as you would want to be treated. How many of them that are part of this grouping, that are these teachers that are pushing out all of this curriculum that don't matter, how many of them are teaching that to their kids? They're not, because it has nothing to do with them. Even though these are the exact same people who try every single day to put whatever their plight is next to black people. They try to even out the battlefield there because whenever anybody has a problem out here in America, they always want to latch on to black people because black people got the Midas touch. We can get things moving and all these other types of things. It's real easy to do that because black people always allow it, either willingly or unwillingly. We always allow it somehow, some way. And even if we disagree, there'll always be those out there that want to sit up there and fight against it. And they always want to sit up here and try to help others push that narrative, even though it's not for their best interest. It's not going to help the community. It's not going to help their people. And it's not going to help them at the end of the day. Craziness, right? Craziness. Like I said, I don't know what to really tell people anymore. I'm not sure what people are really looking at this moment in time or what people are specifically focused on, but obviously people are focused on the wrong things. I guess that 2 years of rest for a lot of people really just knocked the fight out of people. I guess that's what's in a sense taking place. I guess this is why we got the curriculum in these schools that we have at this moment in time. I guess this is why your kids are coming home with a whole different perspective on life versus the perspective that you gave to them and taught them and walked them through and raised them directly in that household. Ain't it amazing how you can be a parent in a household, take care of everything, but all it takes is for one individual to show up and to overwrite every single thing that you taught that child? Amazing, ain't it?